The Honourable Member for Saint-Laurent-Cartierville. Mr. Speaker, the Building Canada Fund in 2014 had a $1.65 billion budget. In 2015, $210 million. That's an 87% cut. In total, the fund spreads $14 billion over the period of 2014 to 2013. So $10.2 billion, or 73% of that, won't be available until 2019. So an 87% cut this year and 3/4 of the effort pushed back to 2019. When we need the investment and jobs now, will the government admit it cannot deny these numbers? These are official numbers. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, it's intriguing that the Liberals have this sudden conversion to the importance of infrastructure, given that they did so little on this file when they were government, Mr. Speaker. As a Conservative government, we have invested 3 times the amount in infrastructure than the Liberals did when they were government, Mr. Speaker. These investments are creating jobs and prosperity. They're enhancing our country's growth and productivity.
Hear, hear. The Honourable Member for Kings-Hants.
Mr. Speaker, that's false, and they know it. The truth is that the Conservatives are playing a shell game with infrastructure funding just to create a notional surplus on the eve of an election. Right. The truth is that 73% of the new Building Canada Fund isn't even available until after 2019. That is 2 elections from now. The truth is that $210 million is available this year. That is a 90% cut from last year. When will the Conservatives simply tell the truth and reverse their cuts to infrastructure funding?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Infrastructure.
Mr. Speaker, that member is once again misleading the House. The new Building Canada plan has been open for business since March. In less than a year, Mr. Speaker, projects representing an estimated $5 billion have already been approved for funding. And Mr. Speaker, when we first announced a new Building Canada plan in Budget 2013, here's what that stalwart of the Conservative Party, Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson, had to say. This is good news for the City of Ottawa, and indeed good news for all cities across Canada.
The Honourable Member for Kings-Hants.
Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives are trying to take credit for funding that won't even flow until 2020. Meanwhile, they've slashed the Building Canada Fund for the next 2 years. $210 million this year represents a 90% cut from last year. The middle class is struggling. The economy shrank in November. We're seeing stagnant growth and virtually no jobs growth. The economy needs a boost now, not just in 5 years. Why won't the Conservatives tell the truth and or reverse their infrastructure cuts and create jobs today?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Infrastructure.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And of course, one of the key pillars of the new Building Canada plan is the gas tax fund. And here's what our Conservative government has done with respect to the gas tax fund. We've doubled it. We made it permanent. We're indexing it moving forward. Municipalities know to the penny exactly how much money they are receiving. That money is flowing today, and municipalities are using it for their infrastructure needs. Mr. Speaker, we're getting the job done.